why we have come together at this time. We will go more into the details of what is it that is significant about 555. Before we get into that, let us establish our purpose of journeying together. And I want to begin this journey by particularly expressing deepest of gratitude to each of you for trusting in this process, trusting me with this. Life is precious. What is it but for time, right? Moments make it the life, right? And you have trusted me with this time. So, sincere gratitude for all of you for having um, offered your time, and also trusting in this space where we will be co creating a powerful space to heal, to cleanse, to support and empower each other, and together to grow and shine. So, if you are in resonance with this, just let us know in whichever way that works for you. Either a waving, unmuting and saying, just about saying hi, using the chat box to say I do, whatever works for you. Right? Wonderful.
Indu, I just wanted to ask, is there any fan close by or something? We have some sound which is...
There is a background noise.
Yeah.
Let me just... Trust it's better now, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for asking. I'm just taking the thread forward from where Saraswati ji just left. Ask. Most of the time, there is difficulty, there is challenges because we sit with issues, right? And then we are either sulking, we are complaining, we are finding it hard to deal with. Things sort half of it by themselves by just putting it out. And what a better way to start our program. She just displayed that for us, right? In Tamil, there is a saying, Kelungal kodukkapadum, Tattungal thirakkapadum. And even in the holy scripture of the Bible, it says, right, ask and you shall be given. So this is exactly the foundation of our work. I will take into that into account. Yes, I will be louder. So all we are going to be doing is focusing on the ask. How we ask in order to receive. So that's what we will be looking at. And before we get into our program, I'd just like a quick run through of what this program is going to be. And I'm seeing a lot of friends also joining, Gayatri, Kiran. So welcome all of you once again. And I'll be sharing my screen just to tell you how this program will go. And then we will get quickly into the different segments. How I've planned it is as a 3-part program. The first 15 minutes we will be spending in learning a technique to manifest our goals. I'm sure each of us here is looking at making our lives better in some way or the other. In any area of our life. It could be health, it could be relationship, it could be family, it could be friends, it could be career, it could be finances, it could be the realm of spirituality, it can be even upping the entertainment quotient, it can be different areas for different people. However, the frequency is the same. Tuning into the frequency, right? That's what we will be looking at. So most of you know many things. The idea is to add little nuances here and there which I have picked up from masters, trainers, my research experiences working with clients, and of course what I have been gifted with, being in association with people like you. So that is what I will offer. And to establish it very clearly, there is no hierarchy here. There is no one up, one down, teacher, trainer, supervisee, no, nothing of that space. We will all be working together, just co-creating a space where there is positivity, where there is nurturing to help grow in whichever way possible. That's what we will be looking at. The second segment Like we started off with the 555, I will go on to share some content about it later, because we just want to use this session for doing, not about knowing, expanding knowledge about how we need to do things, how things are working. We have all of that abundantly available in different sources. The lag is how it gets translated into reality. So this program particularly is all about how do we get the ball rolling, right? So let's look at the second segment where we will be writing our affirmation. I would invite each of you to choose one area which you want to improve in, one area which you want to really achieve something in particular, or one area where you want to powerfully create something. Choose an area. Like we just spoke about, it can be relationship, and particularly it can be marriage, it can be relationship with your children, relationship with your parents, with friends. Choose an area. And secondly, it can be another area as well. It could be health, it can be finances. So whatever you choose to, zero in on that one particular area, and then we will be looking at how we are going to word our affirmations. Affirmations are not new to you at all. I know most of you, it is a very aware and evolved crowd of people that I'm addressing. I'm aware of that. So with lots of learnings, experiences and sharings, that rich resource each of you come with, I'm sure there is not much new to offer. But the essence of this program is to focus on the being. What kind of a person you need to be to use these learnings? How do you be? How do you use this knowledge? How do you unlock the treasure that you have collected so far? And how do you ingrain all of that into your system? Mental, the thinking center, the feeling center, and the doing center. How do you incorporate your learnings into your being? And therefore, following it up with your doing. That is the second and the most crucial part of this program. How do you translate your learnings into doings? How do we mitigate that gap between what I know and what I need to do in order to get what I want to get? If you're with me so far, please raise a hand and just wave so I will know. Thanks, thank you, Neetaji. Thank you for responding. Kiran, Kuldeepji, thank you. Saraswati, wonderful, wonderful. Kamalji, thank you. Thanks, Sakshi. So that will be the third part of our program. That getting it into a subconscious. Consciously, we know we want to work certain things, but there are some subconscious blockages. There is something that is holding us back. So how do we fuse this unconscious and the conscious? Because sometimes we all know we want to build this house, and we take all steps logically and practically to build that home, to build that house. And despite those attempts and sincere efforts, if there is a delay, or if there is something that is coming in the way of manifesting your house, now is the time we will introspect to find out what is it that is stopping me from getting my dream house. Just give yourself a few seconds to think what it could be. The same could apply to a job. If I want to apply for a job in a different land, I'm telling you the story of a friend who's a single parent who wanted to relocate to Australia to find herself a job for all prospective reasons, to support her son and his education and his life ahead. She had all the qualifications necessary. Wherever she applied, she landed those jobs. But she couldn't make that move. She couldn't go and take any of them. And while working with her, just to cut all of that story short, because I'm not your sharp, you will get the crux. When we look down deep, she has aging parents who are here back home in one of the cities of Tamil Nadu. And then one part of her is so longing to be with her parents. So consciously she wants to go. Logical mind is pulling every string possible to actually go find that dream job of hers in Australia. But unconsciously, she is so tied to her source, her roots, that is not allowing her to take that step forward. Yes, I will do that. Are you getting a glimpse of what can come in the way of manifesting your goals? So, on the surface level, we are so used to thinking, what is it? I am doing everything possible to make this happen. I have the qualification, I have the papers done, I have the funds to support this, I have all of those in place. Now, if we look at another scenario, I'm telling you another one where another client of mine, a very young, sharp entrepreneur, who's the doyen of a school of, a chain of schools in Tamil Nadu. And she comes to me saying she wants to have a startup, and that's not happening. She wanted to put on this economic statistical records on news for firms across in news channels. That is where her heart lies, because she was very good with that market analysis. And her parents insist that she takes over the family business of running these educational institutions. So why I'm talking to you about this is, she's doing very well, but her own startup is not coming through at all. And even if she does it, it fizzles out and she doesn't make money out of it. And to sustain in that job, she needs to prove to her father that she's making money in this business. And that's not happening. It's a double bind for her, She does it, but then she needs the validation of the parent to sustain, and it's not happening. And when we worked through the process, different modalities of therapy, we came down to a point of analysis where we went back in her childhood. What is her belief system about money? What is her money metaphor? What is her business model? When we looked at all of this, what are her value systems? What is it that's coming in the way unconsciously that is foiling her moves, career wise and finance wise? There, she had the abilities, skills, knowledge, the influence, networking, everything in place, funds, everything. But when we looked at her childhood, her father, like I told you, her parents own these chain of institutions. So when she came out with her metaphor, she saw a dark room where her father turned to the other side, chained to her chair. This is technical stuff, but I'm saying this is the image she had while working through therapy. And then when we interpreted that, she deciphered that for the longest time when she was growing up as a child, her parents could afford and provide everything she wanted, but they could not offer her their time, which was crucial for her. She was taken care of, in safe hands. Everything she wanted, she had. The house, the dream car, dream toys, education, best amenities provided, everything. So in her mind, that young child decided money means away from family. So money is evil. Money ka matlab relationship khatam. This was her mindset, which she had developed in the tender age of 5, 6, and it kept on consolidating. It got crystallized over the years when she saw them relentlessly working. Making more money meant more time away from family. Even more building an empire, industrial empire, meant absolutely no contact or communication with the family. Yes, I will look into that. So this is what I want to convey quickly. So in our approach to understanding, analysis, and all of that on the surface level, we think that we lack qualities perhaps, or we lack the funds, or we lack the manpower, or we lack the skill sets to pull something off, or we need luck. Even worse, many people, it's the most common go to justification. I am not lucky enough. And the second, and even worse, I am not good enough. I'm not good enough to this. I'm not worthy of this. I can't do this. I'm a loser. These are the labels, these are the justifications people trick themselves to believe when they do not manifest what they want. That car, that brand, this house in this area, heart of the city in Mumbai, Chennai, New York, I cannot afford it. because they are looking at the surface level that I cannot afford this job, this EMI, this interest rates. That's the conclusion they come to. But if we are looking at us being connected with our source beyond our parents and lineage, I mean, when we are connected with that expansiveness of the cosmic energy, anything and everything is possible. I'm sure some of you who have, had brushes with law of attraction, with positive psychology, you are aware, most aware of how the universe just conspires to give you, provide every single thing that you want, that you desire, provided you send out those signals clearly, right? And despite knowing that, we sometimes still miss, there's a bit of that slip between the cup and the lip, right? And now this could be the reason, because consciously you're analyzing, I have this much and I want this much. How am I going to pull this off? How am I going to materialize this dream job? There are already 10 people in the line above me, waiting for that promotion. There are so many things which come in the way. However, we are forgetting that the universe has place for everyone. It has the ability and the divine resources to make anything happen for anyone, no matter what. No logics applied, no conditions applied. You could be a pauper one day, and then you could be the heir of some empire another day. There is no logic. If you deserve it, universe finds a way of landing you just there. And it can happen. And sometimes we foil it for ourselves. We come in the way of making it happen by questioning. Just imagine if your father or your friend gave you something gift and you said, do I deserve this? I don't deserve this. This phone? No. A lakh and, a 50 more thousand? I don't think I deserve this phone. I don't think I should be using, or I may lose it. And remember what will be the response from the person who's gifting you that. Oh, if you say so, then you perhaps don't deserve it. And then I'm wondering how to align that. Either I withdraw it, or I give it to somebody else, or there is a way you lose it. The same goes for a partner. I don't deserve this partner. She is so fair, he is so handsome, and then there is disruptions in that harmony that can come in the relationship. Otherwise, the same about career. How come I landed this job? There was so much speculation, there was so much fighting for this. How did I get this? Perhaps the boss was kind to me. If I discount my ability to have earned it, then no sooner you will find you will be replaced. If you constantly questioned how you were given a certain blessing, you notice that it just slips off your feet, because you have not owned it and you have not appreciated it coming to you. And sometimes it gets stopped even before coming to you if you had these barricades of those doubts. How can I get this? This cannot come to me. This can't be true. I'm too young to be the CEO of this company. I'm not worthy of this, getting married into this family. Whatever it is, or I do not possess the skill sets to be the manager of this bank. Whatever your dialogues, you keep repeating it either verbally or mentally. You make that your reality, and you stop that blessing even coming your way. If that answers anything to some of your questions, why am I not landing myself this role, this job, this car, house, despite making these attempts? This could be it. And we will quickly get into our practice. I will just give you one more example, and then we will get into our work. There was another client who was married for 15 years and childless couple, right? So when we did all the other things that needs to be done, we checked her health reports, seeing her fertility, her ability, her partner's health reports. Everything seemed fine. Okay, and there was also love between the couple. So they were in a good, happy relationship, and they were healthy individuals and who wanted to have children. And then, despite that, they were an intimate couple also, and despite all of this working in their favor, they could not have a child. So when we looked at this, what could be the unconscious way in which she's sabotaging this, becoming a mother or this motherhood, then we came down to, again, I'm just making a lot of the other work that was done. I'm just keeping it away, just for this quicker understanding's sake. We came down to a point where we understood that, she was a very successful career oriented woman. But that doesn't mean that she was not giving the space and the respect to the spouse or the husband. She was. But she came from a very humble background. So her mother kept on saying, while bringing her up as a single parent, that you need to stand on your own feet. You need to be independent. Never, depend on anyone for anything. You have to make things work by yourself, for yourself, fend for yourself, make things happen for yourself. And that's how her mother brought her up. So the identity in her is, I am independent. I manage things on my own. And as she grew up, it was not arrogance, but then it had kind of concretized, as if it was etched in concrete, metal, that I don't need anyone. I can manage on my own. So she became a top level managing executive, okay? And she was very successful, had a very successful career. But the underlying philosophy is, I don't need anyone's help. I can pull things off myself. Now, this is the philosophy that on which her life is running on one side. Now, just imagine, let's say financially and other areas, you can work independently and manifest things. Now, if you were to get married and start a family, and if you had this template, I don't need your contribution, I will make it on my own. Just imagine, this is the unconscious foundational stone. I don't need your help. I will be alone. I will manage it on my own. And that doesn't work, right? So no wonder she was not conceiving, because she was blocking the contribution of the husband, the partner. When it came to having a child, becoming a mother, she, of course, knowingly, she is not stopping. This is not in her conscious thing. She's doing everything to eat healthy, good diet, sleep well, health, fitness, checkup, everything in place. And now she's questioning, why am I not having? And she has a good lineage also, with no history of this infertility also. So nothing explains. No doctor can explain why this doesn't happen. So inside, the shift had to happen. That I am inviting a space where my husband and myself bond. I am willing to receive help. I am open to, taking the contribution of the people in my life. So when she shifted there, in a matter of, this is no joke, no magic, in a matter of 3.5 months, she calls to share the good news that she has conceived with a child. That one change, but a crucial shift. Phenomenal shift. What couldn't come through in 15 years of, desperate trying to do different things. So I'm just resting you all with that thought. So an example from relationship, from career, from, how your life can depend on how you think you are and how you believe you are as a person. So is that too much heavy duty stuff, or was it comfortable? Okay, now we will quickly get into our, the things that we need to do, right? So we've got our knowing bit covered. So if you're resonating, if you have gotten what we have just discussed, just give me a nod or a thumbs up so I will know, and then we could proceed. Brilliant. So what we are about to do is in the next 5 days. I know, Shola, I will check that tomorrow. Please bear with me today, because there's something that the settings has changed, so it's not coming through the my headset. So please bear with me for today, right? Others, are you also having a very hard time hearing, or are you managing it? Thank you. Just bear with me for today. Okay. So now how this program will go is, you all know what you need to do, right? Consciously you've sent your papers, got your bank, your loans, but how is it not happening? Now be in that inquiry. What is it that is coming in the way? What am I doing to stop making this happen? It can be your marriage, it can be your home, any area, right? So that you will do. And as you're doing that, we are going to just accelerate the process of making things happen by taking some. I will not discount the potency of these techniques by calling it shortcuts. They are not shortcuts, but I'm saying be open to receiving any help. Any help is good help. If you're lifting a big boulder by yourself with your hand, and if you're using a fulcrum to just lift it, it becomes easy, right? If you're tying, just imagine a rusted screw, you are using just your fingers to unscrew it, and if you use a screwdriver, how much life becomes easier. So it's not just a shortcut, it's about using resources that gives you that extra mileage, right? That is what we will be covering in these 5 days. So learning something here, something there, that makes it easier, makes life easier for all of us. First part. Second part, there is no thinking, intellectual you involved there. We are just going to write out, which means from my inside of me to outside in the universe, expression of what I want. And what I want, how we will write it, we will look into those. So we are just going to be writing everything, that affirmation, the same one 55 times. Are you getting it? So this again I will explain, like I mentioned, why 55. So there is something about the number 5. Okay, let's say 5, the element of power, playing with the power of nature, elements of nature, right? And also other schools of thought which believe in why 5 is important, the big 5. So many other things, and in different scriptures, again, it can have a religious connotation also. Aindaithu mandiram, right? So it can be different, it can have different significances, right? So whatever it is, let's just go with what works, because we have done all this analysis in so many other areas of our lives, right? So this time let's just do it and then experience, right? And what makes it more powerful is receiving is to share, right? We receive any goodness to share, and there is no goodness in it if we receive it to just have and to keep. So what I would invite you to do before we begin is set a sankalp, set an intention that not only you, there are about, apart from me, there are 40 other people of you here. We are here for a reason, right? You could have been anywhere else doing anything else, but we are here together right now, this moment, for a reason. So let's appreciate, send out a genuine, earnest thanks to each of you here, because each of you is going to be very, very significant and crucial in helping the other 40 people manifest whatever they want. So I'd invite you to just close your eyes for a moment. Before even what you're going to think of what you want for yourself, I want you to selflessly pray, bless, and wish that everyone here is going to get what they want. Ethically, logically, cosmos will take care of that. So let's not even bring our intelligence into the equation. Universe has its mechanisms. So let us just send out that kind of energy, selfless energy, paying it forward. Even before we seek to receive, let us ensure each and every one of you here to get what you are here for. It can be health that you are manifesting, it can be wealth, it can be peace of mind, it can be anything else. It can be something like getting a gadget to creating an industry, anything. The intensity of what you want, your goal, does not matter. We are with you, aligned in spirit. We are offering our energy to help you get whatever you need to get. Send out in whichever way it feels good for you. You could use hand gestures to send out energy to each person. You can visualize as if you are sending floral energy to each one. You could visualize as if you are sending out energy in the form of light, beam of white light. You could visualize affirming blessings that you tell people, right? Jug Jug Jiyo, or Sukhino Bhavantu. Whatever you want to say as words, you can send out healing and blessing in the form of gestures. You can send out blessings in any which form that you feel comfortable with. And once you have done that, be in that space for a second or two. Now, thank you, Shola. Thank you. Now, even before you have asked, my friend, as a reward for your selfless gesture, you may not have even thought of it so far. You have got these blessings multifold, 40 times of those blessings, energies, good wishes, goodwill, and healing you have received from everyone else in this room. Now is the time you soak in that. Some of you, like I mentioned about the client, could have some forts built around you for different reasons, for protection reason, that I don't want to take this from another person, or I am good enough on my own. You back off. It can be anything. It can come from a space of fear. It can come from a space of anger, injustice. If you have experienced as a child, no one helped you, supported you when you were a child. Now I don't want anything from anyone. It can be any dialogue. Watch what is it in your head. If something is stopping you from receiving, watch what is the internal dialogue which is fueling that. And once you arrive at that, you do not have to suppress it, or you do not have to repress it in any way. Acknowledge it and offer gratitude. It has served you a purpose so many years. It has helped you in some way or the other. So acknowledge that and then release it with gratitude. You have served me well in the past, and now I choose to release that guard. And then invite abundance in your life. Without any filters, without any conditions applied. Choose to receive. Give yourself the powerful permission to receive blessings in every form possible, from every source that it can come from. Our intelligence can come and tell us, I will get these things from these people, not from these. Even Zoom has an advanced setting. I will allow participants from this region, but not this country. So if there is anything like that playing out in your head, now is the time to keep all of that aside. And if possible, even better, drop it. The universe works in the form of energy. And in energy, we are all one and the same. Right? From the butterflies to the snails, to the snakes, to the apples, to the potatoes, to us human beings and peacocks and lions and jaguars, cheetahs, we are all one and the same. When we are looking at ourselves as an energy being, a transmitter of energy, we are all one and the same. And if the maker, creator chooses to give you, receive, because the other person is only another transmitter like you and is not the source. So receive. If you wish to receive from your source, your divine source, from whichever way channel it comes, receive. So now give yourself that kind of embedded command when you are in a heightened state of receptiveness. Give a hypnotic command, auto suggestion to yourself. I am trusting in the process of life. I am trusting the process of life. I am willing and choosing to receive all the help that comes my way. I am willing and choosing to receive all the help that comes my way. Life supports me in every which way possible. Life supports me in every which way possible. I trust, love, and completely accept myself and others. I trust, love, and completely accept myself and others. One more time, please repeat after me with resonating fully to what we are saying. I trust, love, and completely accept myself and others. I am willing to receive help and support. And on that note, visualize that you have unlocked that entrapment you have created for yourself. We all have some mind locks. I will not get it in this form. I will not take money. I will not take bonds. I will not do this business. I will not get it from a woman. I will not get it from somebody younger, older. This race, whatever it is. Drop all of that and unlock. Receiving is from the divine, and you will know the purpose of that divinity when the nature of that receiving is to share, selflessly share. Right? On that note, gently take your time to open your eyes and come back on. Right? I'm just giving you some space to relax. We are soon getting into affirmations, right? And I would like you to blink your eyes rapidly, 10 times. Rapidly blink your eyes about 10 times, right? All the heaviness, let's ease it out. Rapidly blink. And now I would want all of you to grab some water. But how we are going to do it, we are going to use a very powerful manifestation technique to do that, okay? So what we will do is have 2 glasses like I have posted in the group, but for friends who have just joined us, this is the instruction. Please pay attention. I will give you 2 minutes to go get this also. Have a bottle of water with you and have 2 glasses, empty tumblers, glasses, mugs, whatever. They don't have to be identical, same nature and all. Just find 2 glasses. So what we are going to be using is borrowing from the field of quantum physics and also the idea of reprogramming, right? And how we are going to do it is, in our mind there is an area of stuckness. I don't make beyond so much money. I don't win these matches. If I watch a match, India will not win. So there can be anything, silly or strong, any such belief system, right? I don't manifest this particular home, anything, whatever it is. That is your area of stuckness, right? So identify one area where you are experiencing this problem. It can be in the area of health. I am not being fit with my feet or back. My back is not supported enough. It can be health. Or I choose to be mindful of what I talk and I'm not having control over it. So I want to manifest better control over my language. So it can be anything. And then work, an area, promotion, anything, okay? Choose an area that you want to work with. And what you will do is have that glass of water poured, pour half a glass of water into glass number A, okay? And when you're looking into it, you understand that this is your stuckness. So look into it. You're not starting the process yet. Let me explain, and then we will all do it together, okay? So you're going to pour some water into it. And then what we are going to do next is take the other glass in our hand. Yeah, money also. Money, any issue. That's why I said any walk of your life you choose. Money, relationship, finance, career, education, any area. Now, just identify the problem situation, and then I want you to visualize what your life will be when you have achieved this. When you have got this promotion, when you have got your dream job, when you have built your dream house, what will it be? What your life will be like? Right? And it's not just cement and sand, it's not the construction. I want you to imagine your home. That's the missing bit many times. We visualize that dream, name board, but we do not visualize with feelings how powerful I will feel, how proud my family will feel when I become the boss of this organization. That is the crucial, sealing agent. You are roping in your family, your friends, your social circle, your community, and then you are living your moment in that space. That is what invites that state into your life, right? Not just writing, I want a house, I want a house. When you totally resonate with every cell in your body, wanting to live joyfully, delightfully, healthily, peacefully with your family, generations that are to come in that house. Are you getting the difference? So the second glass, I will tell you how to do. First, you're looking into this glass where there is stuckness, and then you will transfer that water, pour it into glass B, which is your favorable state of being, your ideal state, your accomplishment state, what you want, that job, that much money. It can be even 1 lakh of money. Somebody asked, can it be money? It can be specific amount also. I would suggest all of you to take mild to moderate goals, not this is the life goal, to get whatever, multi-billion dollar deal or the most expensive Rolls Royce. Instead of that, I would say practice with milder versions of what you can manifest, and then you will gain a certain sense of comfort when you are manifesting it quickly, and then you build muscle by muscle to manifest your major goals. Are you with me? So this is what we will do. So we are reprogramming our problem area with our favorable area, and by doing it externally, motor skills, okay, all of this is connected, right? You are seeing it, you are feeling it, and then you will taste it. All your senses come together. That is why later on today, I know it's first day, so all of you could or could not have arranged it, so I'm not insisting. Even play some nice mild music in the background. Involve your sense of hearing. Light an incense stick, agarbatti, udvati, whatever it is, right? Some scented candles, flowers, anything to make the space smell divine, and activate and rope in your sense of smell. When you take in the world through all your senses, you're seeing visually flowers, decorations, an altar, a shrine, a statue of a god that you believe in, or it can be even your parents, ancestors, a photo of your family, anything that you believe in. All of that visually, it will make it much more powerful. And sense of touch. So this is a technique to bring all of that together, right? Sense of hearing, smell, touch, everything. So you are transferring the problem state into a favorable state, and then you're looking into that water, blessing it. Yeah, you could do multiple things, but I would say play one shot, master it, then go to the next shot. Okay. So Sakshi was asking, can I do take multiple things and manifest? Of course you can. But let's before you juggle, you know to catch, you get your grip on one ball, right? When you throw and catch. So once you get the hang of it, then you use two, and then you move on to three and four. Just like the Rubik's Cube also. You could start with a 9 by 9, but then you it becomes that much more difficult, right? So you crack the simple level one, then you scale it up comfortably to go. There's no limit to where you can go. I hope that answers you, Sakshi. Now, just getting on to this. So, as you do more of this, you are reprogramming yourself to teach you that you can change every problem state or stuck state into a doable, favorable, ideal state. Right? And now, just for saving time, I would like to entertain these questions and answer. But again, like I said, this is not a teaching class, this is about doing. So I'm getting to the point. So why water? The reason is, like, அண்டத்தில் இருக்கிறது பிண்டத்தில் இருக்கு. That's a saying in Tamil. And பிண்டத்தில் இருக்கிறது அண்டத்தில் இருக்கு, which means what is outside of us in this prapancham, in this universe, is inside of me. And what is inside of me in microcosmic level is out there in the macrocosm, in the cosmic world. So if you are going by that, what is outside in the world is 75%, roughly 71% of water, right? If you're looking at the geographical stats. Same goes to your body as well. Inside of you also, you are made up of body fluids, right? All sorts of fluids. It can be fluids from the eyes, the seminal fluids, the chest congestion, everything, every kind of fluid. So the body is blood, the cranial fluids, that in the knee joints, everywhere. So all of that put together, the body is also made up of 70 to 75% of water. Agreed? Are you getting what we are talking about? So if we are looking at it even from a spiritual or philosophical area of koshas, pancha koshas, the 5 elements, we are looking at this annamaya kosha, the physical body, then the ethereal body, right? Then we are talking about this pranamaya kosha, and then it goes to manonmaya kosha, the mind, and then the anandamaya kosha, that is connecting with the expansive cosmos outside. So in all of that, when we're looking at this annamaya kosha, it is made up of this body, which is 70 to 75% water. 1/3 of it is water. 3/3 of it, 2/3 of it is water. Now that is why water is such a powerful medium. So we connect bodily at all levels, mentally, soulfully. We connect instantly with this element of nature, water. So of course, you can go on to look up in the net also about this experiments on water crystals. When you look into water, when you're chanting positive words of love, wealth, power, all of that, and when you look into water, when they have researched about how water looks at a molecular structural level, they are beautiful crystals, right? Crystal like snowflake like images, heart in shaped images, diamond shaped images. But when you look into water and curse, when you are talking to somebody, when you're cursing someone, when you are backbiting about someone, then when they have researched the water structural level of water, it has shown to have very ugly, disgusting images, right? So look up in the net, you will be amazed to see that differences. So this is what happens inside of us also. When we look at water, bless it, heal it, that becomes holy water. Every religion has this concept of holy water, right? Both to consume and to shower, to bless with water, right? During baptism, till the time, from the time the child is born in the mother's womb, it's in the water body, right? Until the time when the person is gone also is sent off and released in water. So water has that kind of healing, potent, magical powers, unimaginable powers. That is why we are using water. So if I've answered that bit for you all, so we are going to quickly take this water. We are also coming to the end of our session. So let's do this, experience this, and then leave. Okay. So take your glass of water. So the first glass, pour it half the content. You don't have a full need to pour it fully. Take half a glass of water. Let's call it glass A, and visualize your problems, all of it. in that one particular area, right? With regard to your health, or with regard to your job, finance, your promotion, anything, your looks, grooming, a movie, a deal, a sports assignment, anything, exams, marks, there are any students or to settle children, look at that problematic stuckness area. And now, once you have done that, transfer the content of that water into the other glass. And this glass B, as you hold it in your hand, now keep glass A aside. Okay, as you are holding glass B, now visualize your happy state, your accomplished state, when you have all the things that you want in this area, when you have the scores that you want, when you have the job that you want. How will you be as a person? I am giving you different examples, but I am asking you to stick with what you chose. How will I, move about in my home when I have created this space for the love of my family? How joyfully I will ride in my motorcycle if I've got this model of Java. Yeah, before you have the water. Okay, have it in your hand and visualize all of this before you consume it. Water is called tirtham, right? When you bless it, what do they do in temples, shrines? They chant. They take the name of God, incantations, hundreds, thousands, lakh, and few lakhs of times they take the name of a god, and then that's how they energize the water, and that water has healing properties. Whether it is the shrine of Velankani, whether it is a Vatican, whether it is Tirupati, whether it is the Mecca, Medina, everywhere water has that kind of healing power. So now look into that water, glaze into that water, send out those affirmations, bless, like how you would bless a friend or a child. I bless you to have great health, wealth, prosperity, whatever area you're choosing. I expect, I'm sending all my blessing, healings for this water to change into that elixir, that medicine which will heal all these ailments, which will heal all your financial troubles, which will heal all your relationship issues, which will heal every cell in every part of your body in such a way that you are blessed with the life that you want. You are blessed with the car that you want, the flat that you want, the house that you want, the partner that you want, the educational qualification that you want, the designation that you want, the country that you want to live in, anything, just about anything, the child that you want, right? Once you have sent out all of those healing energies, you could, then we will learn about how to energize our palms sometimes, receive from the cosmic energy, send out from the center of your palm, send in all of those blessings and healings, and now sip. Take in sip by sip, and as you're sipping, say your affirmations, repeat after me, and fill it, substitute with your goal. Okay, I am expressing fullest of gratitude to this universe for helping me manifest my dream home, my dream job, the partner that I want, the score that I want, the money that I want. Say whatever you are working through. It is very important to say expressing gratitude. Okay, I am expressing my gratitude for manifesting. So you are talking in terms of present, as if it has already happened. I am expressing my gratitude, fullest gratitude, for manifesting my dream home, for manifesting my loving partner, for manifesting my child, manifesting my empire, industrial empire, for manifesting this particular designation, for manifesting 1 crore of money or a few $1 million, anything specifically. And I am delighted. And how delighted, how you feel. So there are 3-4 elements to it. You ensure you're expressing gratitude, and you ensure how you're feeling. I am delighted to have manifested this. I am expressing my gratitude and I am excited to have manifested this much money. Okay, so talk not like you are begging, not like you are craving for it, but you are expressing gratitude for having received it. So we are shifting the mode from expectation to reception, receiving it, right? So get these elements in place in your affirmation. I am expressing my gratitude, I am delighted, I am excited, I am thrilled, I am feeling ecstatic. Use all superlatives, not just I am okay, I am happy, I am fine. Use superlatives. I am feeling on the top of the world for receiving this, and I'm expressing my deepest gratitude for this. And every sip you send in just that, you manifest, and you tell me, come around to tell me, how is it that you do not get what you want, when every moment you are living in this heightened level of awareness, resonance with your intention, purpose, and most importantly, having given before you seek to receive. Anything is in your reach. So on that note, I'm just allowing you to take in, soak in gently. And following our session, spare a few minutes to write what you just now spoke as affirmation, right? I am expressing my gratitude happily for for curing, for manifesting my dream job, or if there was an injured arm or elbow, for curing this arm, whatever it is, please write it. Now there is power in writing, putting pen to paper. There is power in it. So it's no longer in your muffled up mind, but it is in your reality, out in the universe, and that has a power of making things happen 10 times fast, 10x fast, right? It's like saying, shall we go on a holiday to Bangkok, and saying, these are the tickets, shall we go? So the plan is made. So how about catching a movie this weekend, or coming home to your wife or your husband or your children saying, I got tickets for this movie. There is surety in that plan, no? When it gets translated into something more tangible. So please do that. And like I have posted in the group, there are certain things we experiment. You don't have to take it just because I have said. I have read, research, heard, and I'm also noticing that people have manifested things quicker. And I will come down to give you more examples as we journey forward. Write down. Please take 5 minutes. And of course, we will have reasons. I have this class, I have that, I have this work, I have to go to the gym. Just treat this as if your life depended on this. If this is the one thing that you need to achieve, how much of weightage and significance you will give to it. So is that purpose, goal of your life not worth these 15 minutes? If the answer is yes, please write. Right? So 5 days we will be taking one goal only. I would suggest you take one, and after that please follow it up, swap. If you're all willing, as a group we can further it to taking to other areas. If you are doing health today, this week, then we can move on to relationship. Are you all with me? Instead of having a khichdi of everything during the program, you will also know how these things are growing and how it works for you. So take that one area. 5 days you're going to just write, and we can keep creativity, intelligence aside just for these 5 days. So don't keep changing. Structure your affirmation. Keep it simple and short. Because ask me, out of experience, if you frame a fancy one paragraph, sprawling 250 words, to write one time is going to be a super challenge. And you are going to write it 55 times, my friend. Right? So the shorter and conveying clearly is the key, so that you will come around to write 55 times. Okay. So there is this power about 5 into 55. I will explain a little later about it. So for today, and they're saying using a red pen somehow has this attraction, right? It just calls for attention when somebody is wearing red, right? So it stands out in the crowd. So use a red pen, and preferably, yes, Somaji, thank you. You're a wonderful student. Thank you. And they say use yellow paper. Now, logic We will come and you also research and come back today after the session. Yes, Sakshi. So use yellow paper, and I'm going to tell you other ways of writing also. Tomorrow we will journey, and today you're using and harnessing on the power of water. Tomorrow I will tell you what next. So we are going to be looking at the element of fire tomorrow. I will post in the group what are the things that, if possible, please come with those things. They're not very expensive or not non-findable. I will post it tonight itself. Few things, please come prepared with that. And these are just, aids and tools which will accelerate the whole thing, right? So officially I am, you know um, I am declaring that we have covered the content of our day one, and the group can stay back to share what your experience has been so far, and then we can wrap up the meeting. I am wrapping up for now, because I'm aware that other people will have different commitments. We have committed for 1 hour, technically 55 minutes for 5 days now, starting from today. So if you can spare some time, it's also an invitation from my side, okay? If a few of you choose to stay back for 10-15 minutes to actually write 55 times, I will have the room open and we can collective. The idea is that today being the first day, I needed to take you through certain, build up the momentum also, to tell you why we are here as a team. So tomorrow we can just directly dive into which element of nature we are using, our writing and our meditation. So are you all with me? The pace has been okay? Was it too quick, too soon, too much, or was it comfortable? Please feel free to send in all your feedback, because I think we can use all the time to do our work. So we will come down on the talking, we will increase the doing bit, and being in the being, experiencing the being bit. So one or two of you can let me know if you want to stay back. We will just hear from one or two people who have joined us what your experience has been, and then in those who choose to leave for other commitments, work, we respect that. You could leave. And those who want to stay here and write today with us, you are more than welcome to write. I will also write. There will not be any talking there. We will just get down to writing the 55 times. So the next
Just
5
a
minutes,
minute.
I will just leave it open for interaction, and then we will get into our writing.
Induji,
Yes, Sakshi, yes.
it should be
Reading
in
yours.
present tense, na? That
Yes,
affirmation.
I will tell you. So the points that you have to keep in mind while writing your affirmations is not in a space of wanting. I want to have this house. There's nothing wrong if you're looking at it grammatically, but if you're looking at it from an energy space, I want happiness ka matlab I don't have happiness right now. I'm not feeling happy, right? I want to feel chill ka matlab I'm in a hot and sultry weather, right? So when I say I want this, it is a subtle indication that you do not have it right now, and that is a space of lacking, right? And anything that you create from lacking with what you do not have cannot be as potent, right? So we are not in that space of I want money, I want education, I want this relationship to work. That is also more of a space of yearning, lacking, begging, isn't it? So that's what we want to shift. So you are moving to a state of gratitude. So I desire this, I want this, vis-a-vis I am giving you credit, gratitude for giving this to me. There is also an inbuilt mechanism which says that there is a surety of having received it already. If I'm saying thank you for this wonderful flight, which means you have landed me safely in my destination, right? Already. So thanks for this deal. So you have just initiated the conversation. I'm very sure that we are going to have a wonderful collaboration. So you've already set the tone, right? Vis-a-vis, I wish this is a good collaboration. I wish this thing takes off well. So it's not just about want. Leena ji asked for want, but I'm telling you a few other things also. I wish to have this helicopter. I wish to have this jet. I want to ride on this bullet train, um, or I yearn for this model of this gadget. So eliminate all those words: yearning, begging, please, I'm desperate for this, somehow give
Okay.
this. Eliminate all of that from your vocabulary. Lina ji, does that answer? Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the
Thank
first
Yeah.
you.
bit.
Thank
Now
you.
the second bit is
Yeah.
write in present tense. Okay, present continuous. That I am happy to receive this. Right? I am happy. I am. Right? Not that I will be happy if you give this.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're not putting it to future as if someday, sometime you will give it, and then I will enjoy, or then I will relish, then I will express gratitude. So it's not, you are not pushing it to future. That give me this on this
Okay.
date. So you are, many times we write this, no, affirmations, goal setting, smart goals. We write this deadline: 31st of December I should have lost, 7 kgs of weight, let's say. So there what happens is, it's somewhere sometime, but it doesn't mean that you lose all of the 30 kilos now. But the idea is ensuring the energy is in place. Thanks for making me be in my ideal weight, not even that 30, that 7 kgs. You're saying I
So
am
don't you
express.
think, okay, don't you think that when you're writing that, okay, you're not at the ideal weight, but still you're telling that you're happy that whatever you have is
Yeah.
fine, right? I mean, is that right actually to do that?
So see, you could
I mean,
say,
that's
I'm just clarifying this out of
uh,
some people say I want to lose 27 kilos. They have done this BMI calculation
hmm,
and say, okay, this height, this weight, I need to
hmm,
be 27 kilos less.
yeah,
So they
yeah,
just write, I want to lose 27 kilos in 3 months time. I want to lose, you write. And
yeah,
someone in the morning, one of our friends shared, I'm writing this for the last 1 year and nothing has changed, let's say.
hmm,
So
hmm,
what happens is, either universe decides that it is not healthy for you to lose that. You could be this height, you could be, that's science. But then if you're bearing, say, let's say if you are bearing 4 children vis-a-vis somebody who's had one, if you need that much energy, that much fat is a protection mechanism, right? If you're
yeah,
a person who's afraid of things, you need extra fat to protect, to make you feel safe and secure. If you have an abusive relationship, if you have an abusive partner, if you have
hmm,
an abusive neighborhood, somebody
hmm,
who's living in Sri Lanka or Ukraine, they want that fat to make them feel secure.
yeah.
So here your doctor will not explain why you have not lost weight,
True.
but your universe decides that you need to have this so that you don't feel that chill, you don't
Hmm,
get, you don't succumb and die. So there are
hmm,
so many different layers of things that operate here,
yeah.
right? So
I also have other question. Like, see, let us say, my skin is bad now. Okay, like if I have to talk about,
ha
like, my
ha ha
skin
ha,
is,
yes, yes,
yeah,
thanks for bringing that up.
yeah, my skin is very
Hmm.
is
Hmm.
not as it
Hmm.
used to
Hmm.
be,
Hmm.
like maybe
Hmm.
20 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, it has got a lot of pigmentation, it has
Hmm.
got a lot of dullness or whatever. Okay, and I want to get out of this issue. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so what do you think that my affirmation should be?
Yeah, so that's a beautiful question. I think others also, if you're all ears, please, resonate with, I mean, relate it to however you want to connect. Okay, this is the third thing I was about to mention anyways. So first, you're not begging. The second thing is, you are using the present tense, not pushing it to future, an uncertain future. The third thing is, you're not using anything negative there. I want to, you're not mentioning or focusing on the um, illnesses. I want to cure cancer. There is want, there is cancer, but end of the thing, the topic is, theme is cancer there, right? I want to break free from this negativity. It's a good thing, the intention is good. I want to break free from negativity. But the more you keep saying negativity, 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 universe, law of attraction does not hear the extra frills. It just keeps hearing negativity, negativity. That's what you are resonating with. Acha, give you that. I don't want to be angry, I don't want to be angry, I don't want to be angry. And then there's so much angry that is featuring everywhere in your narration. Universe says, maybe this is what you want connected to be connected with, gives you more of it. I don't want to be broke, I don't want to be financially broke, so many people. And that happened. So when coming to your issue of skin, so the idea would be to ask yourself what you want, rather than focusing on the ailment or what's not the.
Okay, I want to have a beautiful, flawless, fair looking skin.
As simple as it gets, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ask, I am expressing my fullest gratitude to the universe for blessing me with this flawless, beautiful, glowing, radiant, healthy, supple, soft skin. Simple.
Okay. Yeah.
Similarly, it goes for anyone else. Do not mention and highlight and already your problem is sitting on your head. Don't give it any more importance than it already deserves. Right? So let
Initially,
it
what
all
did you
sink
say?
in.
Can you please repeat it? Initially, what did you say? I am.
I express my gratitude. I have 4 other people also. I'm noticing. I will come to
Okay.
all of you. No, no,
Okay.
no. So Saraswati ji, I'm just telling them that I will attend to them also.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. So just write. I express. This is for all of you also. Just replace it with what you want. I
Yeah.
express my fullest gratitude to the universe for blessing me with this amazing, dream job. Blessing me with this wonderful relationship with my neighbors, wonderful relationship with my children, with this loving equation with my contemporaries, anything, blessing me with this award, with this fame, with this role, with skin, great skin, whatever you wish to mention, right? That's it. And Preeti, is your hand raised because at some point you gave a signal, or now you want to share something? And Sakshi ji, Kuldeep ji, Suja ji, do you all want to share something right now?
Yeah, actually, I want to ask you something.
Yeah. I'll,
So I
yeah.
used to write like, my son,
Huh.
my son is the best version of himself. I want him to be all the time, So
Okay.
he's not here with me. I used to write 108 times every day.
Hmm.
Like, is that good or like, so I came late. I couldn't
That's
hear
okay.
like,
That's okay. So that's totally fine. So I we just need to know how you're wording it. He needs to be good. Ka matlab he's not.
no, I am writing like my son is the best version of himself and
That's
he's in an
wonderful.
MD program. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So I'm saying he needs to be. If somebody is saying it, need ka matlab be lacking na. I need more money. I need this house. So replace it with a higher sounding vibration word. Okay, blessed with
Okay.
these qualities. Like say you could replace it every now and then, fortnight, with different qualities that you want. No, I blessed with good fitness levels, great energy. I'm expressing gratitude that he's blessed with a good diction, good vocabulary, good set of friends, good networking skills, or good academic skills. Anything replace, so that you will send out specific, or even, well, he's well mannered. I am blessed that I'm expressing gratitude that I have a son who is well mannered, well disciplined. You could write anything, and it's fine.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. So before I just get to answer, I just want to check with everyone. This is where we are. A quick word, maybe in the chat or even in the group, how you have, what has your experience been, and then I would invite others to stay back to write, continue to write as you listen. You're most welcome to do that. And if it is okay, we will take a few more questions. Otherwise, if you want to write in silence, please let us know. I will take these questions offline with our friends. Okay, please feel free to.
Devi, can I ask a small question?
Please, Kuldeep ji, go ahead.
The affirmation
Hmm?
after when we think of what we are writing,
Hmm?
the same thing is to be repeated 55 times?
Yes, yes, yes.
Or
The same thing. So that is what we are doing by ingraining that into our system.
okay. Simple.
Right? We are resonating fully, vibrantly at molecular, cellular level.
And second thing,
Hmm.
I just went out to take a glass when you explained
Okay.
the process. Can you explain once again of the water taking
Sure.
and putting into water?
Sure. If you can just stay back, is it okay to just take two, 3 questions and come back?
Yes,
Because
yes,
it will benefit
yes.
others also.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for your understanding.
Can I?
Yes, please.
Um,
Hmm.
okay. See, I have two questions.
Mhm.
One thing, what do we do with the glass A, which has got some water?
Hmm.
So are we supposed to throw it off, or what do
You
we
are,
do with that?
yeah. So Kuldeep ji, I think that will answer your question as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Sakshi, yes, I'm coming down to explaining it, repeating it one more time. Uh, But a quick answer to your question, we are not discarding that water. We are transferring that very same water into our glass B. So which means every time you are faced with a stuckness or problem, you are swapping it with I got this. I've got this. I am in charge of this. I'm on the top of my game. I have got it. And then there is no longer things sitting on the shelf saying this is no unticked goal or thing. You transfer it into something that you are manifesting, and then you will soon notice that even when you're having these what you call ants, automatic negative thoughts, they get replaced by these positive thoughts. When you're saying I can't trek, let's say if you want to go on the Kailash trip, I can't do that, and suddenly you notice the more and more and more you keep doing it, writing, you are resonating with it so much. Actually, even before you stop the process, you would have found somebody calling you there, inviting you there. You would have prepared yourself to go there. This will happen. You will all notice, but I don't want to feed it. You will experience your areas of success. So when you now have that thought, I can't do this, you will have a counter thought automatically generated after a point in time which says I can do this. No, let me not give weightage to this voice. I got this. I will prepare myself and get fit enough to make this trip happen. That will come eventually. That will come.
Oh, okay. So actually, I thought we had to take another set of water in glass B, and I did all that what as per your instruction with the glass B, and the glass A water is intact, like it is in glass A.
That's okay. Now you transfer now. Some things can be deferred. Na, it's still good when people return you money after a while, also 6 months. So now that water is staying, you now transfer. Some things take time to manifest. Now be in the lookout of what is that issue that you are manifesting. What is this deferred manifestation about? Just be in that inquiry. You don't have to make an answer instantly. Maybe it will take time, but it will come around. That's the good news.
Okay. And second thing, is it going to be daily from this time to
5
this
days.
time?
5 days this time. Okay. 5
Okay,
days.
so it is not going to be a little late, like 9ish or something. It is going to be 6 to 7.
Sakshiji, I planned it for a span of 55 minutes. Of course, we are taking doubts, because otherwise you do not have access. Of course you do, but I'm saying some of my other friends. So that's why we are extending. Otherwise, technically, that's why I said we have closed the program. So 5 days, 55 minutes, starting from 5:55 to 6:45.
No, the duration is not the issue. The
No, I'm
timing
saying the
is the
time also
issue.
5:55. We have
Yeah,
planned to start at 5:55.
yeah,
So
I
it's
understand.
about getting something into, sometimes you want to call for attention, right? That, okay, I am all aligned to make this happen. So it can push us out of our comfort zone, but we are aligned to a cause. And every single thing that demands our attention gets our energy to it, pin our attention to
So,
it.
okay. So 5:55 has to do with something, number
Yes.
5.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
Natasha and
Thank you.
Shola, thanks for waiting patiently. Please shoot. Shola, you wanted to ask something?
Yeah, ma'am. I'm not sure if I'm still loud and clear because it was
No,
like
we
all
can hear you clearly.
cracking.
We can hear you clearly.
Okay, just a sec. One moment, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. The thing is, the whole process wasn't very clear because as your voice was cracking and I kept telling you to speak a bit louder. But what I would love to understand was I had an issue where I have given my friends money.
Okay.
Okay, so the the 2 glasses thing, how do I go about doing in that? Because I lent money to 3 friends of mine,
Okay.
and now they're not returning it back.
Okay.
So how do I?
So let's break it down to smaller acts. You said you have given money and you want to retrieve it, right? So
Yes.
what do you want? Just ask the simple question. Whatever the issue is, what do I want here? So now answer my question. What do you want?
I need to retrieve that money from them.
Right. So your glass A, you are thinking of these 3 friends. You are visualizing that you have lent money to them, the sum that you have lent, and then it's taking time to recover that money from. So all of that is your current reality, your area of stuckness, concern area, right? So that's glass A, and you are bringing all of those contents to your attention when you're holding glass A, and filling it with
Okay.
water, half a glass of water, right? So
Hmm.
now when you're doing it, don't go down the spiral of, acha, okay, excuse me for this language. Oh, that is not giving my money back. This
Hmm.
wicked woman is not repaying my money. That, SOB is not getting my money
हाँ मिलेगा कि
back.
नहीं, पैसा मिलेगा कि नहीं,
So
ये
you're
देंगे भी
not,
कि नहीं.
yeah.
Every time they're giving excuses, तो वो दिमाग में भी आ गया कि देने वाले हैं भी कि
So
नहीं.
you
So
are
that's
not
one bad.
elaborating, characterizing, you're not adding details, to the problem area. You're keeping the
Hmm.
facts, minimum facts there, but not, not dramatizing it, right? Not
Okay.
justifying them,
कि
not
इनसे नहीं
saying
पैसे
poor
मिल रहा
me,
है.
not poor me, victim, I'm not getting my money back. No, nothing of that, dramatic effect.
So the only
I need to get
visualization
this
will
money.
be I'm not getting the money back.
Yeah. So it will be that this is my current reality. I haven't got my money. I'm not getting my money back. Sounds like you're not going to get, So even
Okay.
word that. So right now I am not receiving this money, or
Hmm.
so far I have not received this money back. That
Yeah.
sounds
Okay.
that like you have a possibility, right? So similarly, I'm never going to recover. I don't think I will ever recover. Doesn't make me feel good when it comes to health.
Hmm. Hmm.
Right now I am suffering this condition, so just write if it's health.
Okay.
So now
Okay.
then you transfer that water into glass A, which says,
Hmm.
you know thank you universe for helping me recover my money from this person, the name of those person, the sums that needs to come from them. Okay.
So it will be thank you universe.
For helping me receive, I am elated, I am, sorted for having received this money. Sorted also is low
Okay.
vibration. I'm ever so grateful, I'm ecstatic that I have received this money, right?
Okay. So
So
thank you universe for helping me
receive this
receive this money.
money
Okay.
from these people, this amount, that's all,
Okay.
right? And then
Oh.
you are sending it all the healing energy. You can chant the name of God that you take usually. You could send blessing energies. You could just look and send out energy from the cosmos, anything into that water.
Hmm.
Stay a couple of minutes, as long as you can hold 1 minute, and slowly graduate it to 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Then you could go to a space where you are meditating for 20 minutes. Keep this water with you 20 minutes, and then it becomes energized water, and keep sipping on to that water, thinking that you have got it, you have recovered your money. Thanks for recovering
Okay.
this money. Thank you universe, I have got my money. Thank you universe for sending my money back to me. Thank you universe for regaining me my health. Thank you universe for landing me my dream job. Thank you universe for giving me this wonderful partner. Thank you universe for blessing me with this amazing child. So whatever it is, you flip it to the favorable scenario. So every such
Okay.
small thought will get converted into negative thought, will get converted into a favorable ideal situation to you when you keep doing it, practicing it.
Okay.
Thank you, Kuldeep.
Just for
Thank
me
you.
to understand 1 minute, ma'am. The thing is, in the cup A, you will be putting all just your current situation into it,
Yes.
and then from that, when you're transferring it, once I transfer all that water into the cup B, I then visualize it saying, "Thank you, universe, for helping
Yes.
me this, for me receiving this money or having
Yes.
received this money."
Yes.
Yeah, and then what will be my 55 times affirmation?
So you are writing what you want, no? That affirmation bit alone. You are not entertaining this. Okay, give me a second. Hold on for a second, Sholaji. Kuldeep ji, I am
Sure,
just
sure.
covering this bit. Is there anything else that I need to share? Did you receive? How we go about this process?
So I just want to clarify, after transferring this water into another glass, then I put this glass into the meditative place, or not?
Immediately consume that water.
Immediately consume that
Yes.
water.
Reason, I will also answer that. See, when you leave it around, you know what happens? There is no guarantee that you're the only one person around, right? There will be somebody else walking around, engaging in a conversation with you, and then their energy can mix up, right? Because water has that ability to just absorb energies.
No,
Water has memory. That's what I said about this research, about this water crystals, the research that was made, it has ability to retain words, moods, energies.
Oh,
So
really?
when you're in that high state of positivity and high vibration, consume that water.
No, you were saying now you keep this bottle for a meditative place.
I am saying that 20 minutes you meditate and you drink, not leave it around and drink later.
20, it should not be done immediately, or it should be
It
done.
needs to be drank immediately. I'm saying if and when you get to a evolved space where you will notice when you're doing it, when you start, you will be able to hold that glass and your interest and your attention only for 1 minute when you start. Even 60 seconds can
Okay.
seem like a long time.
Okay.
So eventually, if you're building that practice, you increase it steadily to 2 minutes,
Okay.
3 minutes, and then however long you can hold.
Okay.
And I gave her a number of 20, which intuitively just came. So if you are heightening your level of practice to be in a meditative state connected with that water for 20 minutes, then drink. Not leave it, rest it and drink after 20
Okay.
minutes.
Okay.
Like that.
One more
Hold.
thing. One more
Connect,
thing.
connect with your eye glaze and your chanting, your touch,
Got-
tactile, all
got it.
senses connected with that water.
Got it.
It's not
Well,
like you are answering a phone call in between, holding that water and gulping it down casually with a conversation. Not like that.
one more point. This 55 times writing, do I understand that is to be done at 5:55 to 6:55?
Okay. Now I will combine this with what Sholaji was also asking about the writing bit. I will come to that. So
Okay.
now, not necessarily goodness done at any time works. There is never a wrong time to do the right thing.
Okay.
So just do it any which time you can afford it.
Okay.
But we are choosing to meet at 5:55.
Yes.
We are making it a habit. So
Yes.
later, somewhere clock ticks 5:55. I need to sit down. I need to pick up my pen. These little things are just like these. GH meets experiment. The dog doesn't salivate on seeing the bell, but every time the scientist kept meat and he rang the bell. So after a while, the dog started salivating while hearing the bell,
Okay.
even before it saw the food. So it was just tied to an anchor, a trigger. There is
Okay.
a stimulus and you react. So
Okay.
if there is this 5:55, it's a stimulus and you will respond to that stimulus
Okay.
sooner. Otherwise, you think I will do it anytime. It doesn't it doesn't happen anytime. When you said I want to go to Switzerland sometime, that sometime never happened. But when you're saying, okay, this part of this month I will go, then you are aligned to making it happen. That's the idea. Otherwise, it's not like you should do it only then.
It means also it is done, say, 20 minutes before the lecture. We are coming.
Before bedtime, not essentially just before bedtime. I will many journaling sites and people recommend you to write your journal before bedtime.
Yes.
If you are that kind of an organized, disciplined person who will make it happen, nothing like it, it's amazing.
Oh.
I'm talking on behalf of the majority whom I
Yes.
belong with.
Yes.
If I push it to the last thing on my list, sometimes I lose the energy or the willingness or the zest to do it. I just crash out at times, or I'm thinking of all other things that needs to be prepped up for the next day. Then I push it off. If it is not getting done in the nth hour, it means that day has gone and you don't have a chance of redemption. You don't get back the day after 12 if you push it to your bedtime.
No, I'm not saying bedtime. I'm saying 15 minutes before your lecture.
Okay. But I think maybe our other friends needed to hear this bit, so it was a Freudian slip that came out this way. But now coming back to your question,
Got it.
anytime.
Okay.
From tomorrow onwards, we will write during our session. Also, we will have time designated for that. And like what others are doing today, while we clarify some other friends' doubts, you could continue to write because you're in this energized space where everyone has set their intentions for you to manifest what you want. It's a very powerful space to write now. So you get it done while you're still here.
Thank you.
Okay. Sholaji, so 55 times we are writing the same thing.
Yeah, Indu ma'am, can you just help me make that sentence, the affirmation?
Can we come back to that? Because I will just take Kasha's thing. He's also been waiting. I will come back to.
So
Or
no
we
worries,
can
ma'am.
take it offline also if it's more of your wording,
Yeah,
your.
yeah, I'll appreciate that, ma'am. Can I come back to you on the offline thing?
Oh yes, that I will be happy to do that. Yes, Kasha ji, please go
Appreciate
ahead.
it. Yeah,
Shoot, shoot,
then
shoot.
thank you so much for your time, ma'am. Thank
Most
you.
welcome. Most
God
welcome.
bless.
Yes, yes, Kasha ji, go
Awesome.
ahead.
And am I audible?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah. Thank you for this wonderful session, ma'am. And I was looking in terms of receiving amount of funds. So
Hmm.
I'm happy for receiving
Hmm.
so much of funds. So that's my statement. That's perfect, right?
Ha. So, um, I have two things to say. Okay, I'm nobody to make these corrections. I am only here to offer some other possibilities for you to choose from. Right.
Okay.
So I would say, if you just got your dream project, how would you express that to your friend?
I'm blissed out for receiving it.
So it's not stopping with just I am happy I got this. No.
Yeah.
So your affirmation, can it feature that kind of excitement if you just got the thing,
Mm.
right? So
Um,
express, right? So always the idea is to choose what is more empowering, what makes you feel all the more powerful, right?
yeah.
So I am feeling blissed, ecstatic. Use superlatives. That's why I said superlatives. Like,
Okay.
it can't get better than this. Find a word, scramble your dictionary upside down, find the most befitting word to describe your
Okay.
state of being when you would have got it.
Okay.
That will come when you are resonating to the fact that you have got it and you're expressing gratitude that I have got. Just ask a woman who's waiting for 18 years to deliver her first child. Imagine the word that will come out of her mouth.
Yeah,
And she
yeah, yeah.
says, like, that is what we are looking for, right? And now the second bit, what I wanted to share, you asked if is it perfect, right?
Yeah.
uh, there is no yardstick, right? We are not on the same plane. When what is perfect for me may not be even ticking few first level boxes for you. So
True.
don't even wonder about this perfection. What's perfect
Okay.
for theater, any artist would not seem anywhere closer to Kamal Hassan, Marlon Brando. Their yardstick will be very different. So ask, is this making me feel good? Ask after you have written your affirmation. Thanks for bringing this up, Kasha. For all others also, I'm sure you will all have these questions after you've written your affirmation. Is this good enough? Is this perfect? Is this fine? Have I covered it all? My simple humble offering would be, ask, is it sparking joy? Am I feeling content? Have I done justice to my goal? If I were to thank the person who has helped bailed me out, okay, if I were in a dire situation, if a friend came and bailed me out, how I would thank? Like, you just made my day, right? You want to express it like that. And if you feel you have done justice to thanking that person, then your affirmation is perfect, right?
Great.
Perfect for you.
And okay.
That's what.
And
So,
another thing.
and what I'm offering are only my personal takes, what seems convincing for me, whatever I've looked over the years, and what comes naturally to me. So, look, you do not have to stop and, just take my answer. Look around, learn, talk to our friends, other friends here. Just explore and do whatever works for you.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
And with the water, this thing actually, I just got a water bottle, like in a, I got it in a bottle. So
Hmm.
can I meditate with that bottle and can I drink
Yes,
it
yes, yes.
directly?
See, you could do all of that. See, if to my therapy and counseling clients, I say, yeah, I've suggested keep 3 bottles also, one for your work, one for your health, one for your state of peace, wealth. So I tell them, morning when you're at your work desk, say, just stick a note also. But I'm digressing from the topic, so I don't want to confuse others. There is no limit to do inviting, possibilities in your life. do. So I've told them, if there are some people who, the goal itself is to just get up at 5 o'clock. So I'm saying just hello 5 a.m. Just put that sticker on your bottle and keep drinking it in the morning. And if somebody wants to just sleep well, have a good night's sleep, that is a dream. No joking, no, I'm not taking a gig at anyone. Some people really have their dream goal itself to sleep well, if they're suffering from insomnia and all other sleep disorders and issues. So I say bedtime 1 hour. You don't drink water much before going to bed. No, so 2-3 hours before evening time bottle, have that. I'm feeling restful. I'm feeling calm. I'm having blessed with a good sleep routine. Just stick that and keep drinking. But that is a different process, right? So you have a bottle. The tweaks will nuances differ subtly, Kasha. So you can drink, meditate upon it, and drink. And if for some pranic healing, energy healing clients, what I would say is, if there's a chronic health condition, so I would say sit with your water. Just say, in the thanni arumarundagatum, in Tamil, in the unavu, even food, let this food become a blessed food and a medicine to cure all my ailments. You keep saying, meditating upon it, and eat. You will notice the placebo effect. You will notice that it has a healing effect. After a while, the parameters, health reports will change. It will show different results. This will happen. So these are different techniques. But here what I'm playing around with quantum physics is, the problem state, you are swapping it with favorable state. This is the mechanism here. In another area, for a health, you could do that. Meditate 10 minutes on this issue and then drink it as a medicine. So different purposes. Do anything with mindfulness, it works. That's all.
Sure. And so this shifting from this thing on, while pouring, let's say we want to actualize X amount of money and we are pouring onto it, and then we have to pour to the other thing that as we have actualized, right?
So you keep one piece of paper, you write what you have now or what you do not have now. Like you want, let's just give me a figure. Just give me a figure.
Let's say a billion.
Okay, so you're just writing that the lack of it. Okay, I need this much as your current reality. Okay, but affirmation will not be I need. So I'm using the word need mindfully here. So the problem state, you are writing I need 1 billion on glass A, placed under glass A, or stick it on this glass A, anything. Okay, but I'm not saying sticking, because 2 days you will do, it's not sustainable. So just pour, think, that is easier and doable. So drink that. Then the next thing is, pour it into, I am grateful for having received. I am elated. I'm eternally thankful for having received this 1 billion, for having manifested this $1 billion, if need be. And then drink.
Okay, great.
So you place how much you want on A. Whatever you want. Simple logic. What is not working for you, where you are stuck, where you are not moving forward, A, glass A. What you want, glass B. Simple as
Okay.
that. Okay? Yeah.
Thank you.
So that is Fatima. You've raised your hand. You want to share, ask something? Please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah. Induji, you know what I have written?
Hi. Go ahead.
I'm familiar. Yeah. I've written that for sleep, because I have problems there. I'm feeling restful, calm, soothing, so that I sleep peacefully. But so that I sleep peacefully doesn't sound right to me. Is it okay?
What was the last thing you said before sleeping peacefully?
I am feeling restful, calm, soothing, so that I sleep peacefully.
So you want that, right?
I want it right, yeah.
Yeah. So you imagine, the lack of sleep, what it does to you. Maybe fluctuation in hormones, maybe feeling irritable, feeling grumpy, waking up grumpy, the next day waking up sluggish, whatever it is. Visualize all of that when you're holding glass A, and then pour it onto glass B and say, I am expressing fullest gratitude to this universe for blessing me with a restful, peaceful, replenishing, rejuvenating sleep. Every cell and every part of my body has felt rested, healed and rejuvenated with good sleep, right?
Yeah, okay.
So,
Yeah.
so that is it. So we are at 7:35. We were at a group of 41. We have close to 27 of us right now, and uh, I am personally very, very content, feeling content and happy and blessed at this point that you all stayed and were open to receiving whatever I needed to share, and you are willing to explore and use it to get the benefit. So it is my wish and prayer for each of you to be in that pursuit, to stick around long enough to manifest it. There are people who just get started and then miss out. I would not want that for any of you here. I would want you to just show up long enough to actually give it all that energy that needs to be put in there to get what you wanted, aspired for at this point. So on that note, I'll take leave and see you all tomorrow evening 5:55. If there is any suggestion, anything that you want, I'll put out what I have planned after the program. If there's any way in which we can cover, touch base on all of that, I will be more than happy to do that.
Induji, I have thank you so much for the wonderful session. It was really awesome. One final question. Some today's link somehow I got it from some other group.
No,
It was how
The
do I
thing
get
was,
tomorrow's link?
I will this will be the link that we will be joining in tomorrow as well.
Okay.
So please save it and join. There was some technical glitch from my end. The link wasn't going through, so I requested Ramaji to help me with sharing the link, and then it has just come. But you made it. I'm glad. From whichever group you received, I'm really glad you made it. So save the link. We will be rejoining with this link itself tomorrow. However, I will post it one more time in the group tomorrow.
Is there any specific group for you for this program, ma'am?
Okay. Can you leave your number here? I will share the link with you, because I thought you were already part of the group.
No. I will share.
Okay. So I will share. I will share the WhatsApp link, which you can click on to join our group.
Okay.
So even if you leave your number here as a direct message to me, I will be responding to that.
Yes, ma'am. I have shared my number here.
Okay.
Hello, Shivaji Kamal here. So I've just posted on your WhatsApp number. It has all the details.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, that was very, very kind of you to do, Kamalji.
Indiji, thank you so much. I have to leave now. Otherwise, I want to continue.
Please. I want to thank you personally. His daughter has come down from Japan. She's there only for a little while. Despite his commitments, he has just showed up just to show his encouragement and support to us. Thank you, Vishwanathji. This is meaning much to me. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. So I am.